I have a feeling this is going to be really loud. I have literally no idea what to expect. Okay, here we go. Welcome back to Beamer Redeemer, everybody. My name is Graydon, and we're here at Bavarian Auto Clinic again. This is Project Shoreline here, our E31 850i. And this is gonna be part 4. We're gonna be reassembling the engine after finally installing those aftermarket headers and replacing the driver's side camshaft, lifters and rocker arms and such. So valve covers, intake manifolds, the wiring harness, fuel rails, all that sort of stuff's going back on. Rest of the exhaust, and then we'll give it a start, see how good it sounds. Should sound pretty good. That'll be later in the video, so stick around for that. And yeah, let's get started. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and put this oil filter housing back. Go on your mount, thank you. Can you go in? Thank you.
Patrick, say that again.
Thank you. This screws into there. This must go like this. Just get on your mount. That's somewhat on. Okay, let's put this power steering pump pulley back on. Now we're gonna put the alternator back in. Alternator. This alternator is from 1989. Wow. Trying to remember how the hell I did this. This is gonna be tight. Ugh. Don't dent the radiator. Oh! The tube goes down into that little thing, so I gotta... Okay, there we go. There's how it should sit. And we have a tensioner. Oh! The bearing in that is very, very shot. Okay, that's enough of that. Anyways, I don't have a new one yet, so it's going back on. Just trying to get the car running. I just want it running. I don't remember how this goes on. You know, that's enough out of you. All right, so that part is on. I suspect that I may have f***ed that up. Oh. Right down here. Thread that bolt in first, though. Okay, so now that that's centered, we can toss the other one in, which is, I believe, to go to the bottom right there. Okay. I'm gonna put that in for the tensioner. Right there. How the hell did this belt run? Oh, that's crazy. Okay, what was I doing?
Belt. How do you keep your pants up when you're performing? It's incredible.
Belt. Tight. That. That is one toit belt. Oh my god. Oh, I should probably put the bolts for the valve cover on first. That would be kind of smart. Okay, I'm gonna be putting this side. Oh, interesting. Okay, that's it. You're done. I'm gonna swap this over real quick. I don't have the strength to deal with this. Ugh. So nice and tight. We're missing a bolt there for some reason. Do you know these are original? 1991. And the garbage. That's all worn. That even there. So, garbage. Ugh. This thing right here, bolts for it, 3mm Allen. Oh, don't you do that now. very true. Yeah, the rubber band comes off.
Stop it.
Ah. There we go. Finish up the valve covers, actually. Oh, these are even older. 88. Look at that. Can you zoom in more? Enhance. Enhance. Can't remember what that does, but it does something. I took this car apart in September, so that's why I'm having trouble remembering where stuff goes. It's because I literally do not remember. Boom, that side valve cover. Done. Toy. Like a toiga. Boom. That side valve cover. On. Next is intake manifolds? Intake manifolds? We're gonna say, yeah, intake manifolds, yeah. Whew, need some lube. Homemade spittle. Look, I'll slip right in. Oh, oh my freak. Sorry, I just get a little excited sometimes. Oh, 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 oh. We have to go back a step. Look at that, see? Hasn't built in already. One of the wires that goes to the alternator. We need to thread down this way. Another wire comes from here, comes down to the small stud on the back of the alternator. I might have effed up on that, on this. Yeah. Let go. Can you imagine doing spark plugs on this with all this shit in? No, it could be a lot worse. It's actually not that bad. Could be an M73. Those are even worse. In a 7 Series too, impossible. You literally have to do the back two by feel, by touch. Hope you're good with your fingers. Okay, that side is good. Now, yeah, we're gonna put the nuts on. Okay, time to shine. Own the night. Yeah, we're gonna cut that out. Cut ye. Like the 4th of July. Okay, stop that.
What?
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the magnet. I have to put the fuel rails back in, then slap the wiring harness down, plumb it, ensure that it is plumb, and hook up the coil packs, and hook up the vacuum hoses, and then wrap up the cooling system, plug the distributors in, put this little foam piece back in, intakes, throttle bodies, and then that's fun. And then give her a run. Give her a crank. Give her a Okay, we're gonna do the same thing on this side. That one. A little bit of lube. All right, let's throw these bolts in. We got that return hard line, the return hard line for the fuel rails that connects to these two hoses right there. Got that in underneath the manifold, had to take this manifold back off. But then we put that manifold back on. Manifolds are good to go. It's hooked up. This return line feeds the fuel line that goes back here. So that's all hooked up, ready to go. So now, plumb this wiring. That is what we are going to do. Oh, I need to route these in the middle. Come on. There. There's one. Let me get this out of the way. Oh, there we go. What the hell is this?
What the hell is even that?
Oh, this is for this air intake sensor right there, but we're gonna wrap that before we plug that in. Jesus Christ, memory. I'm getting these two leads bolted and tightened down on the coil here for this bank of plug wires. If this would thread on, that would be great, thank you. But that's all right, that clips onto there. We're gonna toss the throttle bodies on actually, so I can have a good way to route it. What the hell? Excuse me. To route this. These get bolted up to right here. Oh, that one was loose. Okay, those will all plug into there. Those two paint markings line up, so we're gonna plug that back in. There we go. Oh shit, edit that out. That is a decent temporary solution. Okay, now we can toss this Jonathan in. Nice. Oh, that's plugged in. And then this gets slid on there. Yeah, just like that. Yeah, you think it'd be like this one goes to this one, but no, it's actually, they go to the opposite ones. Yippee, whoop-de-doo, ha. Okay, this, for some reason, is cracked. Okay, well, that's awesome. This goes to the AC compressor. We're gonna plug that back in. Don't know why I unplugged it, but it got unplugged. I'm trying to see where the hell I can, there we go. Should be good. Okay, so the last thing, that's for the MAF, that's for the intake boot. Those will be one of the last things to go on. This side, golden. Now we're gonna worry about the other side. Okay, smells awful, so I'm gonna shut that. This goes to the oil level sensor. So we gotta route that down. And there's this little pocket that it routes the wire down next to the alternator here, and then it goes down. So we gotta thread the needle here on getting it down there, but it's not too bad. Cut that out. Oh, there we go. Popped in. Okay, so now we take this guy right there. Small little wire has to thread in between this little foam piece and sit right next to this guy because they bolt right next to each other. Okay, yeah, so that went pretty smoother than I remember removing it. Just tightened up the alternator, cables going to the alternator, and then put that foam or the rubber insulator piece over it to protect it. Route this coil. Should be most of the wiring done. Ooh, I don't know if this is gonna be flexible enough. Another one? This don't make no sense. Toit. Time for this side throttle body. Pop that bad boy on. Tight. Oh, I snapped that off. Nice. There we go. Okay, that's plugged in, that's plugged in. I'm trying to think what else I need to do. Should probably just start it with the belts off. That way I don't spin other stuff that doesn't need to be spun right now. We just want to start it, crank and build oil pressure and that sort of thing, so. Yeah, oh, let's, actually that'll be fine for right now. I'm gonna put the nuts for the motor mount back. Okay, that one's on as well. Let's put the boots and the MAF on. This is supposed to be routed like that, routed like that. Okay, those are attached. We're not gonna be spinning any coolant. Don't need to reassemble the cooling system. I think this is it. I think we put oil in it. We give her a rip. Hopefully we're not leaking already. Oh, we're not. You know what's crazy is this thing sat in my garage for probably almost 2 years, and we couldn't push it because of where it was at to get it on the trailer outside of my garage. So I was like, I'll just see if it fires up, and it fired right up by itself. No problem. I mean, it had been on a trickle charger the entire time, but it fired up. Perfect. I was like, oh my God, these cars are invincible. It's like the one BMW I own that actually has a dipstick for the transmission. Okay, it's got fluid in it. Okay, I'm going to plug the batteries in and we're going to crank this over. Do you want the mic? Okay. I have a feeling this is going to be really loud. I have literally no idea what to expect. Okay, here we go. That is so loud. Holy shit. But it runs. Did it sound no weird ticks or anything?
I didn't hear shit after it started.
Let's start it again.
Okay.
That wasn't even 2,000. That wasn't even 2,000 RPM. I say we throw the exhaust on this thing and so I can actually hear the engine, how it runs. That would be kind of nice. Now we just want to get to the point where I can run it up to operating temperature on the lift and make sure everything's good to go before we take it on a road test. So we're gonna put the rest of the exhaust back. We put the cats on off camera. Then we're gonna put the resonator, mufflers on, and I'll put the rest of the cooling system back, and then we should be able to run it, get it up to operating temperature, and make sure everything is primo, good to go. So we're gonna do that. I don't know why I went that way. We're just bolting up the mufflers right now, the dine-in mufflers. See, like that's supposed to be smooth. That was not smooth. Yeah, it's got a check engine light, and it doesn't like to have a smooth idle when it's warmed up. So, who knows what that could be? I have a feeling it might be a vacuum leak. Maybe I didn't seat something correctly. I don't know. Haven't smoke tested it yet. But other than that, it drives pretty good. I mean, it drives fairly straight for what the suspension condition is in currently. I'm surprised of how well it drives. Everything needs to be replaced, but yeah, it just doesn't have a real smooth idle. Not as smooth as I'd like it to be. Not as smooth as a V12 should be. Oh, I don't know who you're waving at. Is he waving at me? Oh, he's waving at the ambulance. Fine. Are they waving at me? Yeah, the gears are so long in this thing. Oh my God. Takes forever to rev. This thing needs a 6-speed transmission ASAP. I do like driving this a lot though. Big body luxury coupe. Like, who don't want that? See, that should not be that. Should not be a kick in the pants like that. But since this thing, I don't even need to rev it out because it has so much torque down low. So it's fine that the gears are way too long. 6-speed and a different ratio rear end, this thing would wake up real quick. Downshift, downshift, downshift. It doesn't even want to downshift. Cool. This thing with a 6-speed and it actually sounds like a V12. But there's some weird noises here and there that we're gonna have to fix. It ain't perfect, but it drives and it doesn't have an insane tick. So you're gonna have to hold on to this. It might get rowdy. It's not slow, but it takes so long to get up there. I was just... Can we rev out, please? This thing needs to be louder and faster ASAP. And lower. Front's way too high. But I don't want to make it uncomfortable either. This isn't an M3. Brakes are just mediocre. This car needs a lot. A lot. Okay, so we got the engine put all back together. Exhaust is on. Car is basically ready for the road now, ready for the next steps in its rejuvenation journey. Yeah, I am extremely disappointed in how this came out because headers and dine-in mufflers, you think the car would be loud or sound good or all of the above, and it doesn't. It sounds like a vacuum cleaner. It sounds stock. I can't believe I went through all the trouble to put those headers on and it didn't really improve the sound that much. So hopefully, next step exhaust-wise is to delete the resonator and put an X pipe so we can join both banks and the resonance can join together and it'll actually sound like a V12. Maybe do a muffler delete too. I don't know. I don't want to make it too loud because this is kind of a classy car. We don't want to need like ear-splittingly loud, but I do want to be able to hear it. I do want to realize, oh yeah, I'm listening to a V12, not you know, a washing machine. So that's kind of the next steps for this. I mean, besides all the other things that are wrong with it, I mean, all the suspension's original. You know, it needs tires, it needs brakes. Need to get rid of this garbage automatic transmission. I have an LSD sitting on the shelf ready for it. You know, it needs a whole exterior detail, the whole nine. Like, comment, subscribe, you know, that sort of thing. This will be on the channel for many more videos. We got lots more to do to it. I'm thinking next time we probably will start on the suspension / brakes, get that all dialed in so the car is actually enjoyable to drive. It doesn't, you know, float down the road. It's not very fun to drive right now. So yeah, stick around, stay tuned. Videos every Friday, shorts here and then, trying to get more consistent, you know. So yeah, auf Wiedersehen. Wait, was I just filming the intro or the outro? That was the outro.
Yeah.